How are you? Shall we start? Okay, good. Good evening, everybody. It's very nice to be back after such a long time. Then I used to go and I used to talk only to the screen. It was 2 years of, I would say, very not pleasant one, because you don't see people, you see only names, and you talk to yourself, and I'm so not used to talk to myself. So it's very nice to see you back, and Baruch Hashem, everybody's fine and is healthy, right? Baruch Hashem. The topic that we chose, it's a very complicated one. It's a long one. I don't think that we're going to be able to finish it in one class. That's already too much. I would say because, I'll tell you why. It has to do a lot what can impact our everyday life. It has to do at the stars that we born, meaning at the months that we born, the hour that we born, the day that we born, and the name that you choose. So we have so many things to go through, which is a good name and what is not a good name. Which day that you were born, this you cannot change, but what needs to be done in order to overcome the obstacle if the day was not that good, or the months that you were born. So many things that we have to deal with. So I'll start from the difficult ones and we go to the easy one, and then I'll come back to the difficult one. Tonight, we'll start with the mazalot. The mazal. Is the mazal have something to do with a person? So, there is, but up to a certain point. Now, 4 stars, they bringing good and success to a person if he was born under this star. Which are they? The sun, that's number 1. Jupiter, that's number 2. Venus, that's number 3. And 4 is Mercury. Whoever was born under this star is okay. He will do fine. I'm getting it. And there is another 3 because 7 stars are moving everything, and they bringing evil to the world. And they have the permission to do damage. Who are they? Saturn, which is Shabbatai in Hebrew. Mars, and the moon. That's for you. The moon.
No, not for me. Don't give me.
No. That's you asking me. I'm answering you. So now, against these 3 stars that Hashem gave to the world, He gave us, the Jews, the means and the tools to stay away from that. We can overcome these obstacles. 3 mitzvot we got, if you're going to fulfill them, so we protect it. Which are they? Shabbat. That's why the star name Shabbatai. Shabbatai, it's the same, almost the same letters as Shabbat. But this is a bad star. It's not a good one. So, if you're gonna keep Shabbat, so you're protecting yourself from the star. The second one is Mars. In Hebrew, we says Ma'adim, milashon Adom, red, blood. Blood. This star represents blood. So if you want to save yourself from shading of blood in the wrong way, Hashem gave us Brit Milah. When we're making a Berit, okay? Okay, so that will protect you from the star if you were born there.
What about the ladies?
Ladies, when they get married. If you know what I mean, right? Because we're making a treaty in 8 days. They making a treaty with the husband, they made a treaty with Hashem. So it goes a chain. Now, in Rosh Chodesh, how do we count the months?
By the moon.
By the moon, right? Our calendar goes by the moon. So every Rosh Chodesh, the moon will change. So that's why Rosh Chodesh Hashem gave us in order to offset this the Levana, which is not a good start. Okay? And ladies got also 3 mitzvot. Nida, Chala, Adlakat Haner, right? Why? The Nida is for no? Huh? For what? For Mars. Mars. Okay? The Chala, the flower is what color? Here we go. And the moon is white. If you're doing Afrashat Chala, right? You're going to offset the time that you were born, which was not good. The mitzvah will protect you. And the Ner to Saturn. We lighting candles on Shabbat, yes?
Right.
Okay, so three mitzvot in order for the ladies.
How Hashem create something that is not good? How we do that?
Of course. You need everything. We'll get to it. Now, we're going into the Kabbalah part. I know that we like the horoscope, right? And you like horoscope. Very good. You love it.
I love it.
You are very good.
He loved it, not me.
Usually it's coming from the Goyim. It's not correct. It's only what they have in their mind. We're going to the program, okay, and we're going to know exactly what it means. Every person now will know at the month that he was born, what kind of a character he will have. So now you're going to be much easier with your kids because not every kid is the same. You know that. My father, Alav Shalom, always used to say, look at your fingers. Are they the same? No, right? One is small, one is bigger, and it goes down. Your kids will be the same thing, so don't get upset. Okay. Why? Because each one was born at different months. The character will be much different. The reaction will be much different. And now it will give you some idea, say, not to get upset at your kids.
Twins, you have twins that are completely different.
Yes. Meaning, over there, the star changed. The star changed. Okay? I have twins. I know what it means. It's a minute apart, but two different people. Two different people. Identical, but two different people. Okay. Okay. So let's go to Chodesh Nisan. The months of counting the months from Nisan. That's the first month. Years we counting from Rosh Hashanah. Months we counting from Nisan. So what is the mazal of Chodesh Nisan? A sheep. Aries, right?
Which one?
Aries.
Ariel?
Aries.
Aries.
Aries. Okay, Aries. In Hebrew it's called Taleh. Now, the people who are born in this month, they have a tendency to do chesed. They large, they're not going to count every penny. But on the other side, they have a tendency to have an ego, to be outspoken. That's why we're eating matzot, the Pesach, in order to get his nose down a little bit. And this was the god, so-called, of the Egyptian, right? They used to worship to sheep. So for us, Pesach is the holiday of the Emunah. This is the holiday that we have to enhance ourselves and to infuse ourselves with extra Emunah. So that's why the mazal is a sheep. And if you see a child that, he likes to do chesed, and he take the snack that he has and he give it to a friend, don't get upset. Don't get upset. This child is born, he likes to give, okay? His wife will be happy because he will not count any penny. He says, do whatever you want, it's fine. Fine with me. But on the other hand, he will be a character that he will say, I give, I do. He want to show off. This is Chodesh Nisan, but he has the ability, He was born in a Chodesh El Emunah. So if we will start with him, we'll start to build up his Emunah and trust in Hashem. He'll be a very good candidate for this. The next month is Iyar. Iyar, Taurus. In Hebrew, Shov, ox. Ox. These people, they're born right after Pesach, at the months after. They have very tendency to material life. They love it very much. Meaning they want to rest. They want to fulfill their desires that they have. And they like to fight. And they like to be rebellions. They like it. This is in their genes. Imagine you have a child like that, and you don't know where it's coming from. Rabbi and Ima, we are so quiet. Where this creature came from? Where is he coming from? He's coming from somewhere. He was born in such a. That's why names are very, very important, because every month, so every name can change the character of a child. You know, when we get to name, every name also has a character. That's a long discussion. But what we're doing here is to prepare you, the parents and the husband and the wives, to know that many things have to do with the time that you're born, the month that you're born, the day that I'll get to the days, if the time will permit us. You know, even the day that you're born, it can tell what the character will be. Why a child is born to be akshan? Akshan means stubborn, because the ox is stubborn.
Oxen are right.
Yeah. And they like to be rebellions, the oxes. You know, if it doesn't move, you're not going to move him. That's why we have the Sfirat HaOmer when? The Chodesh Iyar. Why? To work on the character. Habibi, you came to this world to work on your character. Your character needs improvement. Next month, we're going to Chodesh Sivan, the month that Hashem gave us the Torah. The symbol, the Mazal called Gemini, yes?
Yes.
Teomim, twins. Oh. Now, the kids or the people who are born in this month, they can change by the day, you know. They like changes. They like changes. And they're not stable. They're not stable. And they're not consistent. They have very much mind with, you know, that flies all over the place. Sivan, yes. And they moody people. The mood can change every minute on you. You know? Now imagine you have a child or a wife or a husband like that. Why? From where this guy came from where this girl from. Parents sometimes, they can pull their hair. And then we turn into the family. Where did he came from? Probably like my aunt, like my this one, that one. Forget it. Wrong. He was born in a mountain. That's going to be the character that he will have. Okay, so now at least we know the problem and we know how to deal with that. Okay, that's your child and you know what to do with this. That's why Hashem gave us the Torah in which months? Because that's going to be the only medicine to
bring him down.
Why? Because the Torah, every day you have to wake up, you have to go to shul, and you have to be consistent, and you have to put tefillin every day, and you have to say the brachot every day, Birkat Hamazon every day, Ashrei Yatzar every day. So the jumping up and down here, there, the Torah will tell you, Adoni, we're going to frame you, and no more. Meaning, we have to train him. Now it's called a therapy, okay, call it any name, to get you into a mode of being, to do things steady basis. Because this child, in the foundation, it doesn't have it. We have to pour new foundation to it. Okay. So now, these people, since they're twins, the Mazal is twins, they can go with this one, okay, either to the right, or they can go all the way to the extreme. Yes. So that's why Hashem gave us two Torahs, two types of Torah, the written one and the oral one. Okay? That's why Moshe and Aaron, Shammai and Shammai was tough cookie, Hillel was take it easy. Meaning, you can take a character of a child or a person and you can turn it either this way, either that way. Depends how the parents will lead in there. This depends on us. But this is your child. And don't try to fight it. You have to go along with that. You have to know what to do. Usually, the battery is running low. Yes.
In the secular horoscope, it starts like on the 20th, 21st. But this, you do the whole month, right? The whole month of 12. You go by those days. But that's how they did something. Aries or Taurus, like that.
Everybody thieves. They stole everything from us. This you have to know. Now, the parents who are sitting over here, or the husband and the wives, don't judge from the outside. Sometimes you see a child that outside is balaganist. You want to take this child and say, where is he coming from? I don't know what to do with it. But inside, he can be the best child that you have. That's why we have a written Torah. And we have the oral Torah. The written is what you can see. The oral you cannot see. So sometimes we see a child that we don't know how to cope with. is not our cup of tea. I'm not used to this. And you're giving up, and you're starting to argue. The couple is starting to argue, exactly like your mother. And you say, like my mother, exactly like yours. Look. And then your father and his father, it's all nonsense. Bemet nonsense. Bemet is nonsense. It's not her and it's not him. This is the child that Hashem sent you. That's the character. And if it came to you, meaning you are the only one who is able to take care of this child. You're the only one. There's nobody else in the world. The therapists, they can help you. But you are the main one. So we have to know, each child of us, what month he was born. And it's not what you see outside. They have depth inside. If you're able to bring what he has inside outside, then it's going to be something to watch. But what can we do if we're living in the world that only outside count? Who cares about inside today?
Nobody.
Who cares?
Hashem. Parents.
What?
Parents.
The parents, I doubt if they know what the child have inside.
For your wife,
Huh?
your wife,
What do you mean?
your wife cares about inside.
The teacher.
Yes. But sometimes they want to, you see, sometimes parents are doing injustice to the kids. The kids need help. He has inside is very hyper, stormy. Chacham Ovadia Alav Shalom said, Davka, these are the best kids. Why? They have a motor of airplane, but they're only a bicycle. The body is a body of a bicycle. He is a small child, but the neshama that he has is an airplane. So he doesn't know. So he jumps all over the place every time he takes off. He takes off. So he needs a lot of patience. Patience, this child will go. If you do not believe me, call my mother. She'll tell you. My mother will tell you. I was jumping all over the place. All over the place. But she was very patient. She knew that I have something inside that I'm not able yet to bring out. I grew up a little bit, okay. And that's what happens. Ma? No, not at all. I'm one of the last ones.
How about if you're born Lamed and it's Rosh Chodesh of the next month? So you consider part of the Lamed month or the next month?
Next one.
So Lamed Sivan would be Rosh Chodesh.
I was born also on Lamed. I'm also Lamed. Yeah. Okay.
After Sivan,
So every child of yours have an inside and he has an outside. The best example that I can give is the Megillat Esther. When you read it, right? It sounds like a very nice, story, Haman, Achashverosh, and Esther, and so on. Just to learn it, it will take you years. The depth that there is there is But do you see it? No. You have to dig inside, and then you'll see it. We're going to the month of Tammuz. Now we're starting. The mazal is a Cancer. In Hebrew we say Sardan. Now these people are very sensitive. Very sensitive. If you're making, yeah, they can get into, an anxiety very fast. They warriors all the time. You see that? Hey, hello. Why don't you smile? How can I smile? Hashem is running the show. I have people in my shul for 25 years, the same people, they eat and they still worried. I said, 25 years. Get rid of it already. Why are you worried? Okay. So now these people have no self-confidence because all the time they worry what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen with this, and what's going to happen with this one. And they get anxiety attacks time after time. And they like to run away from the reality. These people. Yeah. This is in the negative side. In the positive side, everything that I say, it can go to the positive or it can go to the negative, depends where you want to take it. If you're positive, so you're sensitive toward people, you want to help them, you smell them, you feel them, you have empathy to them because you're a sensitive person. You want to help, okay? Because you're very sensitive. Sensitive is something very good to me, right? Depends for what. Sometimes you can have OCD with this, right? Or you can help other people because you're sensitive to their pain that they have, Depends where you want to take it. That depends. So now, but these people, they don't think. They react right away. Why? Because when you're sensitive, you don't have the ability to pull the brake and say, wait a minute, before I do it, it's worth it. First they do, and then I say, wow, what did I do? Why did I do it? Sensitive people, if it's not going to the positive side, they can take something very good, extremely good, and they can ruin their life with this, or build their life and somebody else's life. That's what it is. That's Chodesh Tammuz. Av, Chodesh Av, the mazal is Leo, lion, Aryeh, lion. These people who are born in these months, they have a tendency to be גאוותנים. Like he owns the whole world. That's Chodesh Av.
Is that Av or Tammuz? It's still Tammuz, but they're born during the day of Erev Rosh Chodesh Av.
So he's going to be the Rosh, meaning the head of the Gavtanim. It's not the other way up.
It's twins that are born Rosh Chodesh.
Chazak u'baruch to you. Have fun with them. If you're gonna need help, you can call me up. I will help you. And they have extra self-confidence. Extra. Oh. And they like always to be the president of the shul, the vice. Ma pitom. I have to be always on top. They're not going to settle for less. They're not. And these people, if they don't get 100 in the test, wow. The teacher, misken batbach mishe. They're going to, why not 100?
Which month? Excuse me, which month?
Av.
I have 4 kids.
Thank
you.
Oh, good for you. אשריך וטוב לך. But we know that all the leaders of the world, the big ones, they were born in this month.
They're too hard on themselves.
Huh?
Too hard on themselves?
No, they not settle for less. Let's say
Go get it.
if he goes to be a doctor and if he didn't get the best, that he will speak at the end, he will, like the whole world will keep on him on him.
For each one, there's something to have, like Torah, this, but for Talmud, it doesn't say anything.
What? The Torah helps you.
No,
Every-
Talmud,
That's the
they don't have
only matter.
anything, but they have.
The Torah will tell you where to be sensitive and where not.
So it's the same as last one, for both of them, it's gonna be.
Everything. We have no other medicine to give you. You see, it's good. It's not good to be always, okay, I feel bad for him. Sometimes you have to be tough. Your child comes and says, I want the box of the candies. Okay, take. That's not good. You say, no. And you feel bad, right? Yes or no? I can see already, right? Okay. That's called, this is not a good mercy for the kids. Sometimes to be tough, that's the mercy.
You have to know how to say no.
You have to know what to do with this. The Torah will tell you when yes and when no. That's it. When the Mashiach will be born, in what months? Whoever was born on Av, and especially on the day of Tisha B'Av, he has very high chances if he is going, he can be the one. Because he was born in a month that he has all the capabilities. And now that the parents have to direct him, right? So then they have all the chances. So that's Av. Huh? Everything you have both ways. They'll tell you. It's very good to be, that you want to be the best, right? But you don't step on other people. Sometimes you want to be the best, so we take the other one and put him down, so I'll be the tall one. That's no. We're going to the months of the year now, Elul. Here we go. Elul, the Mazal is Virgo. In Hebrew, Betula. Now, whoever is born in this month have a tendency, whatever you say, right away they're putting it on the operating table. They're starting to analyze what you say. They have a mind analytic.
The person in Elul is the analyzer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But not stop. Detail by detail. Why did you say this? And why don't you say, I didn't mean, no, you meant something when you said this. Something, why did you move your finger this way? They say, so what? No, it means something. It doesn't mean anything because he or she born בכלל in a different month. בכלל miscommunication. He said, why did you move your nose this way? He said, because I had, no. Meaning every move, it's going to be under the microscope. That's Elul. Why? Because now Hashem, every mitzvah or every other things that we're doing, Hashem will put it under the microscope. And so this is the mazal of this month. So they like things, as we say, meduyak, you know what? Exact. Very good, Moshe. They're going to be very critics. They like to criticize. If something is not up to them, up to par, they can come to your house and they see a picture a little bit, not straight. They say, why the picture is not straight? I cannot take it. And they go by themselves and they'll fix it. These are the people.
Excuse me, Rabbi. Someone being born at the beginning of the month, middle or end of the month.
Something. Don't listen to the Goyim after the 20 years, after the 24. Put it in the garbage can. Also, these people are not, they're a little bit cold. A little bit, because when you're analyzing things, you cannot be emotional. You have to analyze. Imagine you're a surgeon, right? Imagine you're a surgeon. Can you deal with emotions now? Oy vavoy. So these people, either they train themselves or they were born in a month that this is his foundation. He likes to analyze without any heart involvement. Men are very good at it. So now, if you like that, so what happened? You're becoming, in Hebrew, you know what they say? Katnuni. Because every small thing will bother you, it's impossible to live with you. And you're a warrior and you don't have confidence. And whoever was born in Elul, they are more open, their immune system are not that good. And everything will cause them tsar. And you know what tsar means? They suffer from every small thing. Yeah.
For them or for everyone?
But if they're going to take it now to this side, to the Torah side, they're going to be very good. Because every word they know how to analyze it, the depth, and they punctual and everything is good. Why? Because then they're going to look at themselves and they're going to be critic to themselves. I have to fix this one, and I have to fix it. That's one, and they're going to leave you alone, and they're going to start to work on themselves, which is very good. Huh?
Perfection.
Yes. So be perfectionist with yourself, not toward other people. That's what the Torah will tell you. Take the character and turn the mirror toward you. And then you're going to fix yourself. Then you're going to fix yourself. So now, how do we know before Rosh Hashanah if we did well or not? How do we know?
We don't.
Huh?
We don't.
Why not?
There's too many things going on to decide.
When we're telling you to search for Hametz, I told you to go to a neighbor's house or to your house. Our house, right? Good. So you take the candle, and instead of criticizing him and her, turn the candles towards you and say, what am I not good at? What did I do to hurt people? To whom I said not nice things? Where am I lacking? What can I do? To criticize other people is very easy. Okay? So we're telling you, if you want to be inspector, let's say you're building department inspector, start to inspect yourself. That's good, no? That's very good. We're going to Tishrei. Tishrei is the month of all the holidays are there. Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Sukkot, Shmini Atzeret, Simchat Torah, or Tzom Gedalia, very good. It's okay, this guy. And the Mazal is Libra. In Hebrew, we said Moznaim.
Oh, the scale.
The scale. This one also, we call it what? Oznaim. Why? Because this is the balance of the body. You know that?
Yes.
No, it's not scale. Yeah, Moznaim. Milashon Oznaim. Because everything that comes here, you have to balance it. Balance. So now this person who was born in Tishrei, oh, very good. Sensitive, but Adin is very much, you know what Adin means? Gentle. Gentle. He likes to love. He likes harmony. Doesn't like to fight. He wants peace.
We're one of these people.
This person is everything but.
There are people like that. Yeah. So now a person like this, when they want everything to be fine, everybody should be happy, everybody don't, so they have very tough time to decide. Because when you have to decide, someone has to, somebody gonna be unhappy over here. So they cannot, you say, I cannot do it. So they always need somebody else to decide for them. They don't want to take this because they like to be nice to everybody. Huh? Yeah. They looking for harmony. These people, they say, like Breslev, Ahavat Israel, don't get upset, smile, Habibi. That's it. But there is, don't go to the extreme of it. To balance it out. Yes. So now, why a scale? To teach us this month everything that we do. Before I say something to my wife, I have to put it on the scale. Let me see. Oh, it goes too much this way. I cannot say it. Can we do it?
No.
Huh? So now the Torah will help you. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So the Torah will teach you that every word that coming from your mouth has to be put on the scale. What do I gain? What do I lose? It's worth it? It doesn't worth it. It has to balance. It has to balance. If we will be like that, so we don't have to come on Kippur and start to call everybody, we have to forgive me and this and that. Why? Because this coming for, we're not balanced. We're saying things, and then I say, okay, he got hurt. Oh, she got hurt. Now what shall I do? So Hashem will tell you, balance it up. Because when you put things on the scale, then you know what to do. We're going to the next month. Cheshvan. 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 Okay, so here we go. The mazal is Scorpio. Scorpio. Akrav, you say. Right? This one is a very powerful emotionally. His emotions are very powerful. Oof. Like you see, like a volcano walking on two legs. Very much. Why? Because the neshama is very deep. His neshama is very good, coming from a very deep place. And he cannot take nonsense. He will erupt like I don't know what. And the yetzer that he has, if it goes to a wrong way, he can take all of you to Atlantic City and he will break you. Or if he can use it to the other side, oh Allah, I will hire him. Because this side, you're going to go all the way down, deep into a sin world that is going to be very difficult to come out of it. Extremely difficult. But if you can get healed, you can achieve, wow, because he is deep, powerful. So every word that a person say, Pitom will tell you, that's the depth of it, and this is this. He has the ability. It's something that you don't see much. Only the Gdolim, they had it. But they have a willpower. Their willpower is unstoppable. Whoever was born then, Becheshvan, the person is unstoppable. Powerful person. Depends where he's going to take it. Now we're going to Kislev. When I started to learn this, I said, let me look at my months, so I skipped all the months that I wanted to learn. What did I say? Then I said, okay, I have. Because it's exactly what it is. And I said, how can it be? It's month. That's exactly. So I said, you know what? Let me learn all of them. And that's how I sat down and got things over. The Mazal is Sagittarius, right? In Sagittarius, in Hebrew, it's you.
But not Kislev to that.
What? Tibet? You're out of the game. Sagittarius mean keshet, bow and arrow. Keshet. These people are the best therapists in the world. They can read people in 2 seconds. And they can read your mind. And they have powers with us above nature. They have a sense of justice. They cannot take injustice. They cannot take it. They're very much practical, sensible people. They don't like to live in a la-la land. And they're full of life. But this is all if they're in the frame of the Torah. Then people will enjoy them. If he taking it to the circular side, what's going to happen? Is it going to be childish? Nervousness? And he will like things, he will take actually challenges which are very dangerous. Bungee jumping, or people who like to do, Yeah.
Skydiving.
Skydiving? Yeah.
I don't think they're dangerous, just extreme.
No. These people, they're making friends very fast. They have the koach, the power to bring people very close to them because they have a special charm and to connect between people. Also, they know how to keep quiet. Whoever born there, why? Esther was born in this month. Yosef and Binyamin also were born in this month. They coming from Ima that she kept quiet also. They know how to keep quiet. Now you know why in the army they send me to espionage, because they know that I know how to keep quiet. Things are, we're here and we're going to keep it inside. And even if you come with a gun, we're not going to say. Why? How do you write a keshet? Kuf, shin. How do you write shatak? Shatak, lishtok. Shin taf kuf. Same letters. Now, these people will not erupt. They know how to hold themselves. Even when they get upset at you, they know how to hold back. They take a deep breath and they're going to deal with you in a very nice way. Meaning quiet water going deep.
That was a natural.
Yeah, that's how they born.
game.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't work on it. Because God
No.
will
Yeah. No, we just have to
bring it out.
develop it. Develop. A person that born in this month, very capable of being a teacher, to be bechinuch, to learn how to discipline people in a nice way, of course. A judge or a leader that cares about other people. But all this only if it's inside the Torah. In the other way, it's going to be a person that don't even come close to him. It's going to be a devastating person. Devastating. He'll be a monster. He'll be a monster. Now we're going to Tevet. Yomans Chavivik. Capricorn, right? No, not according to the Jewish ones.
My birthday is 11 days together.
No, Motek. The Mazal is a gedi, a goat. People who are born in this month, they have no self-confidence. And he's looking always for a place that will accept him in the misgeret, as we say in with a group. He needs to be in a group. He cannot be on his own. Now, they feel very lonely. They can be sad very fast. And they feel sad and lonely. And they get very upset on outcomes that didn't came out according to what they want. They get very upset. So the Torah will take you to the other side. And the other side is, right? When you know that Hashem is your father, He will give you a lot of self-confidence. And you need a group. We all need groups, including me. We all need. Who wants to be alone?
The one that married.
Huh?
The one that married.
No. Also, it's a miscarriage. You're in a frame. That's it.
It's easier.
Yeah. Next month, we're going to Shvat. To Shvat. That's a very good month also. Aquarius, right? Aquarius.
As well.
In Hebrew, we say at the lee. Bucket. These people are very curious. They always need new things to explore. They can go to Dubai, they'll go to Mexico, they go here. They cannot, they always need to move and to explore new things. They're very curious people. Very curious people. Why? The mazal is what? A bucket. Bucket you pour you empty and you need to pour again, right? I've been there. I saw it. I emptied it out already. Let me go now,
Fill it up again.
fill it up again in a different place. These people will not be able to sit in one chair. They always need excitement. They need excitement. Okay, fine. Good.
In English, what month is that?
In English,
It's like the end of January.
Shvat should be February. February. And this is a month, the best month to come closer to Hashem. Closer to Hashem. Why? Right? Because Adam is like a tree. And the tree is starting to live again when? Tu B'Shvat. Right? So it's time to live again, start a new life, Habibik. Press on the gas and yalla, change. Because the people who are born, they very much, they like to be original. They don't like fake. People who don't like a fake, they are the first one to do tshuva. They're the first one. Why? Because they don't tell me something, original, authentic. That's it. And they're open to learn. The people who are born in this month, they're open to learn. They're very open to learn. And they don't like, people telling them, it was like this. I'm coming over here. I don't care about the past. I want to know. I want to know. Meaning, if these people will go to, for example, you're going to make matchmaking. And people will tell you what this family was in Iran. What was not such nice people. This is, I'm not interested. I don't want to go there with the things. I want to see the original thing in my own eyes. I will decide for myself. Why do I need you for? Original people. So they're not going to take any Lashon Hara from nobody. It says, I have to see for myself. Don't help me. Don't help me. And these people can do tshuva shlema. Be'emet, if they do tshuva, is from the bottom. Not kara, כזה, half and half כזה. They're gonna do it all the way. We are in the last months, Adar. Also, fish, but not one fish. It's a plural, like Teomim. Teomim is twins, also a plural. Adar has to do a lot with this also, because it's plural, it's not singular. Okay, good. So, they have a very personality that is very much, they don't get stuck into one thing. They can be very much, flexible. That's the right word. They're flexible people. You can work with them. Flexible people. That's the mazal. And they can change themselves very easy. When people are coming to me for a session, so I start to ask him, which month you're born? So I know already who I have to deal with. So if he was born in Chodesh Adar, I say, oh, Baruch Hashem, I have easy life now. Chick chack, whatever I'll tell him or her, they're going to do it. They will do it and fast. Why? Because they have the ability to be very flexible. And that's why Purim is an Adar. Why? To tell us we Jews, we're very flexible. We can live in Iran, we can live in America, and we can live in China and in Hong Kong, and there is Jews everywhere. Yes? Tell me what one place that don't have Jews. Ah, they still have one Jew.
In the morning. Saudi Arabia, they have.
He died already?
What's that?
Okay. There is Jews everywhere, even in Dubai. Dubai is in Jews. Why? Because Jews are very flexible. You throw a Jew, I don't know where, he will manage. He'll manage. Meaning we're coming from a place, all of us, very flexible. That's why we're so happy in Purim. Right? And every year we're changing the custom, yes? Yes or no? Every year we're changing a custom. We say, I can do this, I can be this, I can be very good. Good. Very good. Ah, I don't know. Also, doing a tshuva. That's the best month. Why? Because you're flexible. I've been here now. I can jump here.
What does that have anything to do with?
Huh?
What does it have to do with?
Yeah.
What does it have to do with?
We say that group,
Mhm.
not one fish. It's group.
A fish, even though he lives in the sea, when it's raining, Pitom you see all the fish, they stick their head up and they want to drink from the rain. Yeah. That's what Yaakov Avinu gave a bracha to Menashe and Ephraim. כן, וידגו לרוב בקרב הארץ. מה זה וידגו? No, you've been like a fish, like dog. Why? The dog never satisfied with what he has. He wants more. Okay, so it can be when it comes to, and you're going to waste all your life there, all right? And at the end, you have to leave it over here and go empty-handed, or you're going to use this to get more knowledge or Torah. So Yaakov Avinu, and that's what we're blessing our kids and grandchildren. המלאך הגואל אותי מכל רע, יברך את הנערים, ויקרא בהם שמי בשם אבותיי, אברהם ויצחק, וידגו לרוב בקרב הארץ. You're going to be like a fish in the land. How can you be a fish in land? You should be on the land like the fish in the sea. The fish in the sea is in the water, endless. He still wants something new. You should be on the earth, and that's going to be your attitude. And the people who are born in Chodesh Adar, they have it.
What do they have? What do they have?
Water.
They want all the time new things. They're not mistapek. They're not satisfied with what they have.
Harris. Huh? Harris?
Very, very good people.
Huh?
So how about other Aleph and other Bet? So, you know, other Aleph.
The same.
extra.
It's a month that goes 60 days now. So now, if he's not going to go through the Torah, so here come all the addiction. Alcohol, cards, no matter what it is, because you always need something new. That's not enough. The people, if they're not going to use it here, they're going to use it elsewhere. Extreme. The cohort that everybody have here, the biggest crime is, mark my words, okay? Every person over here is the son of Hashem and the daughter of Hashem. You see, a queen died, the whole world, on the legs and that. She is not even the nail that you cut and you throw to the garbage, right? She is not even worth one nail of our daughters. But we don't look at ourselves like that. That's a main problem. We have to be proud of what we are. And then you know how much God you have inside. And I didn't answer yet if the Mazal have to do something with our life or not. You see this book? That's a Gemara. It's a long sugya over here. A question. Yesh mazal leIsrael or en mazal leIsrael? Yesh mazal. Yesh mazal.
But everything is predetermined anyway.
One second. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. People who are not going with the Torah and the mitzvot, they're going according to the mazal. And then they cannot have no control on their life. The Gemara says, Israel, if he is Israel, me'al mazal. The mazal is on the bottom, and you're looking down and say, nice to meet you. I'm way above you. But there is a way to reach it. And this we're going to leave for the next year. I'm not done yet. I have a long way to go. We chose a topic that meant it's... No, but we better know it. We better know it. So next time, we'll speak about the day that you are born. And afterwards, we have to talk about the hour that you're born. Right?
Like 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
Yeah, it can change.
Is this a series?
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And the last one, and I think the most important one, will be to deal with the names. What name, if it fits the child or it doesn't fit the child. It may fit this one and it doesn't fit that one. Okay, so we have a lot to go on. Thank you very much for coming. It was so nice to see you. So nice to see you. What? חנניה בן הקשה אומר, צעק הקדוש ברוך הוא זכות ישראל.
התקדש.
בלי כך הפעם את תורה מצוות שנאמר.
אז מה?
למה בעצם מעסיק להגדיל תורה ויעביר.
התקדש אומר הבא. che ha fatto fare per